Ready?
Yep.
You sure?
Nope. I was born ready.
Yeah. Okay, welcome, wingers. Hello. I guess I'll just talk now. This is Andrea. Welcome to Wingin It, the West Wing Podcast. I'm normally joined by my dear friend Sallie, and she'd be like, "Hi, this is Sallie," or something more southern, cool sounding. But today I'm actually joined by my friend Sarah Johnson. Say hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Sallie could not be with us today, but fear not, my friends. She will be back next episode. She had some family business she had to take care of, and she wanted to make sure that you guys had a dose of West Wing for your week. So my good friend Sarah Johnson decided to step in.
I did, indeed.
And she's here, and we're podcasting together.
Yay.
Live recorded from Nashville, Tennessee. And we're here to talk about Season 2, Episode 19. Bad Moon Rising. Dun, dun, dun. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you for having me.
Is this your first podcast experience?
Ever in the world.
Wow, you're such a pro.
I'm honored to be here, really.
I'm honored to be here as well.
I mean,
so
what more could I ask for? It's my favorite television show.
It's true. You watched this before. I think you were the reason I started watching this.
Mm-hmm. I led many a friend into the flock.
You're a good friend because of that.
Thank you.
I think we've mentioned Sarah before because I talked about your ringtone. And the fact that you had the West Wing theme
for
as
quite
your ringtone.
a long time as my ringtone.
How did you do that?
I think I probably illegally downloaded it from somewhere.
From Napster?
No, I think
from LimeWire?
Yes, maybe LimeWire. Yes. No, I think it was actually like for sale on something, and I had to like tweak it and edit it down so it worked as my ringtone.
So all this to say, she knows the show. Dedication. She's not just a Joe random that I picked up off the street like normal.
No,
she actually knows and loves these people like we do.
Dearly.
She's one of us.
I'm one of the crazies.
Anyway, well, good. We're glad that you can be here with us today. I'm Sarah. If I call you Sallie, it's not personal.
That's fine. Apparently, Sallie is a nickname for Sarah anyway.
No, it's not.
Someone told me that, someone of high regard, and he wanted to call me Sallie.
A famous person?
A famous person.
What famous person?
Actually, it was a famous person's son, so it kind of counts.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
So,
that's still wrong.
It is wrong. I said not in a million years is Sallie that nickname.
Well,
but I love the name.
I'm going to call you one of the two. Cool. All right. Well, welcome. We're going to talk about Bad Moon Rising. And, I guess we should do a quick TikTok, which is just a recap of what happens in the episode. I'm really bad at these. Sallie's really good at them. So I'm going to try to step it up. The main things that happen. So we're just coming off of 17 People, which, all the feels can't handle so good. Toby episode. And so basically we're dealing with the fact that Toby now knows that Bartlett has MS. And in this episode, in Bad Moon Rising, let's see, Bartlett and Leo go and seek counsel from Oliver Babish to find out if they've actually broken any laws by not admitting to the MS before now. And what else is happening? Mexico's economy crashed
completely. Yes, they're broke.
No bueno.
They need $30 billion.
Something.
Donna doesn't like that.
Donna doesn't like it at all.
No.
And then what else?
The oil rig crashing off the coast, 10 miles off the coast.
And Sam, we'll circle back to that. But there was an oil tanker that crashed, and then there's a leak.
Yes.
CJ is assigned to find the leak for some story and some such thing. So there you go. Those are the things that are happening. I think. Yeah, those are the main things. Yeah. But you know what we have to do now?
Oh boy, Have
you done your vocal exercise?
I warmed up just a second ago. Had some water.
She went into the bathroom and she hummed and she sirened and she did all of her
do re mi.
Yeah,
all that jazz.
She sang the theme song for Friends.
Absolutely.
And I was like, Sarah, why are you singing the theme song of Friends? She's like, I'm getting ready for the better show.
Exactly.
I love Friends, but. Oh man, we don't even go into it's so long. I have to like manually fade it out because we don't normally.
It's quite a long one, actually.
I know, there's so
many. For the record, my ringtone was only that first part that we just hummed. It wasn't the whole song. So I was tempted to just let it ring and ring and ring so I could live in the moment.
Sarah did not answer the phone much during that time.
Just gave me all the good feels.
So
it made me feel Bartlett for America, guys.
Yeah. So if she was unavailable, that's why.
Yes.
So how did you feel about this episode, Sarah? I'm just going to leave it on in the background.
I think that's a good idea. It's for inspiration. I have not seen this episode in quite some time. I've been circling back around and rewatching episodes, but I haven't really hit the second season as much for whatever reason. So it was kind of like watching it for the first time. Of course, kicked it off with some Josh and Donna banter, which is kind of one of my most favorite things on the planet.
Yeah.
Always. Period.
Yes.
So, I mean, it was a solid episode. It's definitely not one that really stuck with me.
No.
Obviously.
Yeah, I didn't
under the radar.
I didn't remember it.
No. But no, it was good. It was a strong episode. It was
pretty decent. Yeah. Okay, so it opens on Oliver Babish, and we've seen him before, right? I think we've already seen him
once or twice
before.
I think.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He definitely comes back in other episodes. What goes around comes around, JT style. There's also a giant hammer in his office, his giant gavel.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they use it for comedic relief. Apparently, they just like to do things with lawyers and, giant, bats and cricket bats and gavels and stuff. And he, beats his phone.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
And the tape recorder.
The tape recorder, that's what it was.
That never stops recording.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I thought, I really want an excuse to say, I need the amicus brief for... I never have an occasion to say that.
Does this happen in your daily life?
No, but I would go to law school simply so I could have an occasion to say that.
I don't know what that means.
Is it worth it, you lawyers out there? Is it worth it? Because I feel it's a brief. It's a certain kind of brief,
I mean, I just want to say it.
Bikini. I don't know. There's different kinds of
hipster.
I don't know. It makes me think of important things.
Yes. It's very smart.
Also, Bartlett's reaction to Leo saying, hey, we need to go see Babish.
Oh, yeah. That walk and talk. First walk and talk of the episode.
Well, but even before they do the walk and talk, he's like, we got to go see him. And Bartlett's like, do we now? Do we need to? He's like, can we? When would be a better time? Yeah. Later? That's my exact reaction to when my mom says I should probably go see a dentist after 7 years. And I'm like, really?
Now?
Now? I don't know.
Any other time other than now?
Yeah. That's my reaction. So, but yes, the walk and talk.
Yeah, walk and talk. The very first one. Apparently, the president, though has spent time with Babish in various and sundry ways before, has never played chess with him.
So he doesn't feel like
he knows him.
I don't know you then.
I know. No one really does then.
You've never played chess.
I've played chess with one person.
Really?
And it's a 10-year-old.
How have we not played chess before?
I don't know. But I feel like now we have to because of Bartlett.
Guys,
that's his barometer.
What if we have okay, we're gonna have a potluck for winging it, but what if we also have a chess tournament?
Because
on a scale of 0 to very nerdy, where does that fall?
Oh, we're so far off that scale. I'm so proud of that.
Nerd chic? I don't know. Oh my gosh, what if the little pieces were characters?
It's
the Republican Party and then the Democratic Party.
There you go.
And we'll have Alan Alda on one side, and then we'll have Jimmy Smith. Oh man.
Oh, see,
I'm going to commission someone on Etsy to do this.
I think you could probably... We may need to check that it's not already been done.
I mean... If a West Wing chess set has been whittled,
not in my presence, someone find it for us and let us know. Or whittle one for us, too.
We will pay you in real
Undying
life dollars.
Or love and hugs.
She'll pay you
high
in
fives.
Loves,
high fives.
I'll pay you in dollars.
There you go. Oh, chess set in the sorry.
Okay.
Lots of chess.
Everyone hates us already, I can imagine. Okay, so yes, there's a great walk and talk, and they talk about people from Chicago, which, hello, this is a drops microphone moment for me because I'm one of those annoying people from Chicago that has to tell you I'm from there. I'm just gonna drop this audio clip because I want people to hear it.
He was Midwest finance chairman on the campaign.
Never played chess, though, have we?
No.
See?
You're scared of Babish.
Oh, like you're not.
No, because we are both men of Chicago.
What is it with people from Chicago that they're so happy to have been born there? I meet so many people who can't wait to tell me they're from Chicago, and when I meet them, they're living anywhere but Chicago.
You wouldn't understand.
Anyway, I also like when Bartlett was trying to like get geared up to go see Babish, and he's like, "Should I run back and get my Nobel Prize?"
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just in case he forgot I had one.
That and with the presidency, that was the two things that he walked away from what did he say, from his mom? Something about law school or something?
Yeah, he just happened to get a Nobel Prize.
That and chess, probably.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get your parents to be proud of you after winning a Nobel Prize and the presidency,
forget it. It's over.
It's on them.
Yeah.
It's not on you. So don't own that. Anyway, okay, what else happens? So Toby comes in super mad, straight out.
He's
He's
really
the gate.
mad the whole episode,
And not
really.
in just an ornery Toby sort of way. He's like, he's
like silent. He's so mad.
Yeah, he's fuming.
Man of even more few words this episode.
Yeah, it's true. We don't even really see him. I mean,
Not
he's in the
much.
beginning. He comes to work, so we know he's there. But like, we don't really engage with him until about the third act, if we can divide it into acts. And I mean, it makes sense because he had the star vehicle in the last episode. But it's strange.
It is.
I mean, it's different.
It is.
Speaking of delightful walk and talks with Josh and Donna.
Again, always.
Always and forever.
The best.
I have to drop in this audio clip as well of Josh after he explains to Donna,
Josh.
just being wonderful, talking about how the economy collapsed, and he's about to walk into the Roosevelt room to try to figure out the bailout for Mexico, and it's just cute.
Yeah, I can't worry about it right now.
So what's the immediate problem?
Mexico's got $30 billion worth of foreign loans due this week, and they don't have $30 billion.
So what happens now?
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street.
Buenos días, señores y señoras. Let's find some money.
And so there you go, just Josh being wonderful, because you need that in your day, I find.
Especially if Mexico
Yeah,
goes under and needs a bailout. We all need that moment of levity.
Yes.
From
Hola,
Josh.
señoras. Okay, so then the oil spill.
Yeah.
This is the other thing that's happening. Whew.
It's kind of a big deal.
Jeez, oh Pete, man. It's
Yeah.
just like can't keep the oil in the tankers.
No. And Sam, immediately upon hearing it, was interested and concerned because of his involvement with it. With his last
Yeah.
law firm.
When he was at Gage Whitney, he was the one who told them not to buy the boats. And what did they do, Sarah?
They did it anyway.
They bought the boats.
They bought the boats.
And here we are. So I guess Sam's trying to figure out if he is liable in any way.
But he wanted to do the deposition.
Why would he be liable?
I know. I didn't really understand that part, actually.
He was...
Because he told him not to do it.
Right.
So that's actually him.
There was something about attorney-client privilege, well, in two different instances, but including this instance where Ainsley, he went to go see Ainsley, which, we love that.
Always.
Love that she's around.
Ainsley Hayes.
Love them together in the scenes. And she said something about attorney-client privilege.
She told him to stop talking.
There. But
I don't see how it really would have made him,
put
him in any danger.
I think what she was trying to say, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, which you probably will because you guys are very smart, but I think he was deposed when he was at Gage Whitney, and he said these things, and so he was revealing things that he had been deposed under a different...
Yeah, maybe
so
that sounds
that's
right.
why she said not
that
to.
Sounds right.
But anyway, so the oil tankers, it's not a good thing.
No, very bad thing. Broken anchor. Who knew anchor could break?
Anchor down.
Didn't. I mean, I suppose that is possible, but it's kind of terrifying when you think about it.
Most of the things that happen in the ocean are terrifying to me. So
there's a lot of terrifying.
Yeah,
in the deep.
I also watched Armageddon last week, and that was equally as terrifying.
It's kind of the opposite, but same.
Yeah, there's
premise.
an oil rig there.
Yeah.
Bad things happen. There's no Steven
Tyler.
There's no Steven Tyler.
There you go, guys. We're on the same page.
Oh gosh.
Everyone needs Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler PJs. Steven Tyler PJs. Son-in-law. Okay. So that's going on with Sam. And then the thing that Toby's mad about is this quote in an article about school vouchers. Yes?
Yes. That is a little fuzzy to me.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Yeah.
Didn't really understand.
All I know is that a senior aide or a senior official said something that they shouldn't have on something they've been working on, a policy initiative, and they felt like it was going to undermine it or weaken it in some way.
But they didn't really talk about it very
No,
much. They
they
kind of
didn't.
like brushed over actual reason behind what the problem was,
Yeah.
and then focused on the problem.
And then basically he set CJ on this like witch hunt for the whole day. He had 1,100 people.
staffers.
And she has to ask them, like, hey, is this...
Are you the leak?
Are you the leak?
Did you do it?
Like,
Which
what?
was some fun moments of levity in there, too.
Oh, my
because
gosh.
everyone liked to come in and sort of make her think that there was a leak.
So Donna comes in and she plays it super straight. Like,
I forgot. I thought it was the leak.
Because
I was
there,
like, wait, what?
Yeah, because there is another episode
Where she...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Earmuffs. There is another episode where where Donna may have done something that's compromising. Yeah. Anyway, I don't even know what season that's in.
I have no clue.
But I thought maybe that was this.
So did I.
And it
exact
wasn't.
Same thing. She pulled it off, and it wasn't until the very tail end.
Yeah.
Kind of when
CJ
got it.
Yeah,
that's when I got it.
She gets the crazy eyes for a
She
second
really
there.
did.
What was it? What did she say?
Oh,
I framed Roger Rabbit. And then there was another guy that we've never seen, some random extra guy who's probably still working. And he makes a joke about the Salem witch hunt. And he's like, I saw Lizzie Proctor speaking with the devil.
Needless to say, CJ not so keen on those moments. I think she was a little aggravated at that point of her day.
She was like exasperated.
Done.
At that
she was
point.
ready to go and just say, it was me.
Yeah,
I did it.
I did
okay?
it. Don't make me do this anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hoy vey.
Toby, however, wasn't so interested in her just giving up.
No.
Like that. He kind of...
Toby.
Poor sweet Toby. So much on his plate.
He has no one to talk to.
He has no one to talk to. He's just so much weighs so heavily on him.
What do you imagine Toby does other than, like, have a good bottle of scotch or
I could see him,
a cigar?
he's sitting in the dark. Yeah,
sitting in
alone.
the dark. But, like, does he write about it? Or is it one of those things where, like, you write all day, so when you get home, you don't want to write?
I hope he has an outlet of some kind.
He doesn't have Andy anymore.
I know. Oh,
does he, like, talk to a bird? Like, what do you imagine Toby Ziegler does?
I could see him having, like, a cat. I really could see him having a cat.
Definitely a cat person.
But kind of being begrudgingly sweet towards the cat. Because obviously you know Toby. Toby's a teddy bear. Covered over with lots of non-teddy bearness. But you know he's got a cat that's probably as equally sort of curmudgeonly as he is. And they give each other space, but secretly can't live without each other. And he probably talks to the cat when he gets home.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Smoking his cigar.
What would Toby's cat's
with
name
some Glenn Levitt.
It's got to be like a baseball player or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't even know.
You guys can write in and tell us what you think the name of
Toby's
fictional cat is. We will ask
cat.
Richard Schiff when we eventually get him on the podcast. Don't worry about it. I tried to get Dule Hill on the podcast.
It's gonna happen.
I asked him today. It is gonna.
Happen.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Like, don't make Sarah promise things that she can't deliver.
I just mean hypothetically.
She's putting it out there.
The universe. Hello, Dule, if you're listening.
Dule.
Let's make this happen.
We'll talk about tap dancing. It'll be great. I did try to ask him on Facebook today, which this is a good time to mention. We have a Facebook page that we update occasionally, but we do get messages from it. So if you're more of a Facebooker than you are a Twitter or Instagram person, you can hit us up. It's the West Wing Podcast might be the handle. I'm not sure. But anyway, Dule Hill, who is Charlie, who plays Charlie, was doing a Facebook chat on the West Wing Facebook page today. I did try to ask him. But it turns out the Warner Brothers people were the ones picking the questions. And they just curated my question not into the session at all. And I thought that was super lame. Stick it to the man.
Come on,
Warner Brothers. I was just there like 2 weeks ago.
And to think we thought we loved you.
Oh, I still do kind of love
I do too. Still a forever kind of love.
Josh and Donna.
For life.
Anyway, so Ainsley's in this episode. Mrs. Landingham also makes.
She does make a brief appearance.
So that's fun. What else is fun? I mean, there's so many random.
There's a lot of random moments.
Tidbits. Like, first of all, Bartlett doesn't have health insurance.
Okay, so what? Because his wife's the doctor, he doesn't have health insurance? Does that make any sense whatsoever?
It's asinine.
I have friends that have spouses that are doctors, and they really like their health insurance.
And then he goes on to start saying something else and gets cut off. Like it kind of sounded like he was going to say that his jobs like kind of provide things, but it cuts off. So I don't really know if that's founded in any way. I thought that was super weird. First of all,
didn't know that the president could not have health insurance. which is just a fascinating concept when you think
Yeah, because
about it.
then you think about like all of the reforms that they're trying to do to get people health
Right.
insurance. Like, can you imagine Barack Obama not having health
Be like,
insurance?
hey guys, you all have to have it, but
we
I don't have it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, we're not going to get political or whatever.
No,
but
but it's
like
just a fascinating
weird
thing
It'd
to
be
think
weird
about.
in real life,
Yeah.
in IRL. Oh, speaking of random factoids, did you want to tell them about the things we looked up on the internet about?
Oh, I do actually. Would love to tell you about those. So CJ has a fishbowl on her desk, which periodically throughout the episode, it changes decoration.
Yeah.
Depending on the subject matter that they're speaking about. Who knew?
Well, we
didn't know. But we might have had a little bit of help finding this out. But it did happen in this episode. And, she's got, when they're discussing the whole Mexico bailout scenario, in her fishbowl, there is a $100 bill floating around in the fishbowl.
Cha-ching.
Which, super fascinating again. $100 bill just floating in a fishbowl. And then later, there's a piece of pipe with some black fluid coming out, which is not funny, but kind of funny, obviously, in regards to the leaking oil, the oil that is seeping from the tanker into the ocean.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's a quick one, that CJ.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did we talk about
we don't have to really talk about that. We're just not telling you what we're seeing here.
that?
Just that Leo and Babish are both from Chicago, apparently.
But yeah.
Represent Chi-Town. Also, Charlie has a ton of AP credits.
Charlie's like a genius.
Who knew? I mean, we love Charlie. He's obviously smart, but like he's got tons of AP credits.
He's starting as a junior, which is what Sam said to him.
Well,
basically.
I think he was kind of joking.
But I mean, that's like a lot of AP credits in everything. French. Who knew?
I mean,
he speaks French.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
And I love it because they're like, dang, what are you starting as a junior? He's like, I got some game. Like, yeah, you do.
Gotta love Charlie.
You can be my boyfriend, Dule. I'm just saying.
Miss Landingham wanted him to take Glee Club.
Yeah.
Not sure why.
I don't know
and then fencing apparently was another thing that they thought would be fun for him to do in college. He did not agree.
No.
Though I think it would be quite fun to watch Charlie fence while singing Glee songs in French.
That's a really specific wish.
Hey, why not?
Right there. We get to see fencing in Gilmore Girls. We don't get to see fencing on The West Wing, which seems like it should be the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if anyone was going to be fencing, it should be somebody here.
That's true.
Kind of as like a, hey, we're going to go play racquetball and talk about politics.
Yeah. Probably don't
fencing.
always want to get, semi-sharp objects near certain people, though.
True, that could be a coup.
Yeah, a little bit. It could get wild real fast.
Especially if Paris Geller's around. It gets weird.
Paris.
Actually, there was more Josh and Donna. There was just one, funny little quote. And since we only get these tiny little moments, aside from the last episode, which if you haven't listened to, you need to go back and listen to. Enjoy this little one about tough love.
I'm not cheap, nor am I xenophobic. I just think it's time for some tough love.
Well, not right here in front of everybody, Donna. But if you want to run home and get your equipment.
Go away from me.
Anyway.
I just love that no matter what the topic is on the show or on whatever episode and how serious it may or may not be, there's always these little moments of levity and these little witty, quick little moments that just kind of keep them as totally real people that, even though they're dealing with an entire country going under and a huge oil tanker spewing oil 10 miles offshore, Josh and Donna can still make slightly inappropriate office jokes toward each other.
And the world spins on his axis
and the world
again.
spins madly on.
Yes. It makes
kind of live for those moments in the series.
Live.
That's kind of the best.
Yeah. I mean, overall, it was definitely more of a dramatic episode.
Mm-hmm.
Not as dramatic as the last one, but it's kind of like the last couple episodes could have been like a movie together.
Right.
They had to kind of step it down. It would be weird if they were just running into doors and having big block of cheese day again just for kicks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently Toby wanted to put CJ on this leak witch hunt just to see if they can handle the small potatoes, this is not a big deal, and then just see if they're able to handle it when big potatoes, aka the MS story, when that comes out. But it's
CJ thought they'd already dealt with big potatoes, so she was a bit.
Which is a fair point.
It is a fair point.
But to assign her to do that all day?
Well, it seemed a little, it kind of seemed a little illogical to me, because I don't necessarily see someone in her role, press secretary at the White House, being given that job for an entire day.
Yeah. It's a waste of a day.
A little bit.
And
it was for her.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Are you the leak? No. Are you the leak? No.
Yes, I'm the leak.
I'm the leak.
No.
Really? No, I'm not the leak. But, yeah, I mean, it also just kind of felt to me like Toby was just kind of acting out. Like, he's just, I think that's...
He couldn't take it. He was taking it out in the way he could take it out on someone.
He only knows how to use his emotions through work, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
his
Tobster.
intentions are always good.
Always.
I mean, gotta love Toby.
Oh, man. What else about this episode? We find out that Charlie knew.
Yes. Yeah, we did find out that Charlie knew about the MS, but not...
He wasn't accounted among the 17 people.
Nobody knew. He did a really good job of hiding it. Turns out, Ellie.
No.
Ellie?
Zoe.
Yep. I always get them confused.
Sorry.
Zoe had him keeping an eye out for symptoms to tell Mrs. Bartlett.
So the whole time they think they're keeping this under wraps, and you just get one boyfriend and one first daughter.
And he came up, he had the moment of realizing the impact it had, could potentially have. And he was looking over his paperwork for college, and he realized that, if you're under 18 and you do the paperwork for your medical records, you have to have your family history, and you have to have a parent sign it. And he realized that in that moment, the president could have signed Zoe's, which it turns out he did not.
No, what does he say?
Lady Macbeth.
Lady Macbeth.
Lady Macbeth did it, who's not in this episode at all.
She's not. She's away on business, I'm sure.
Probably doing first lady-like duties.
Yeah.
It sounded weird to say.
That's all right. I've been watching a lot of Scandal lately, so I've been the whole concept of first lady. Oh, different. It's different in that show.
It's a very different show.
Yeah, I really I quite enjoy it.
I do. I like the bleed over in some characters, some actors, and give me a political drama and I'm happy.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, but the scene with... Okay, we got two scenes. We got the scene with Charlie telling Leo, like, when he first realizes this, and he's like, hey, you got to go get Leo out of this meeting with Babish because this is serious and it's pertinent. And I kind of love the phrase, what is it, an old friend?
Call from
an old friend from home.
An old friend,
That's how they, like, get people out of meetings?
Yeah.
It's so sly.
It is. I think that I'm going to use that.
I'm going to... Dang it. Well, we
can do it.
Okay.
That could be, like, our thing.
So if we go to, like, cocktail parties, which we do all the time.
Oh, so many cocktail
parties. And then, like, if we want to go, I'll be like, hey, I just got a call from an old friend from home. And they'll be like, I got to go.
Done.
Peace.
I like
That's like an introvert's dream.
Dates. Bad dates.
Guys, you can use this on your next bad date.
Tinder dates gone bad? You need to use this.
Oh, I just got a call from an old friend from home.
Or a text if that's more your thing.
Yeah, that's fine because nobody calls
anymore. They have apps for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it.
It's so sly.
Revolution. Now we've told them all our secrets, so I don't know if we can actually ever use it.
Well, I don't think we told them all of our secrets, but I feel like those are good places to start.
Yeah.
Also, what is the original reference for Bad Moon Rising?
Oh, it's in a song. Great. The 1 minute I need to have a song title. It's a song from the 60s or 70s.
From the music.
I want to say it's by the band, or I'm probably wrong, and there's probably people laughing at me right now.
They're pretty
nice. It's oh gosh, I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's gonna bother me until I figure it out. But I don't know if that's why they're using it as a title. But that is a reference from a song.
Well, it made me just think of like a cowboy movie or something. So I didn't.
Well,
even
I like
know
that Bartlett said it he said it to Babish in the Oval Office at the last episode. So there's a Bad Moon Rising, and I like that they.
But he didn't sing it, so maybe
he did not sing it. You know, all the series that have like those random singing episodes.
Yeah,
they did it on Mad Men when all of a sudden what's his name broke into song. Glad they never did that on this show.
The only
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
CCR.
Excuse me, CCR song Bad Moon Rising is the actual title.
Oh wait, I know that song.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I'm an idiot. I work in the music industry. Don't worry
me too.
about it,
But it's cool, guys. Music industry is safe in our hands.
Whew. Oh man. Speaking of the music industry, Snuffy with the strings at the end here with so the second scene that I was talking about is where Charlie sits down with the president. And it's the first time that they're actually talking about the fact that Charlie knows, I know you know, the whole friends. Do they know? We know. And even in this scene with Leo, which is happening right now, how uncanny is that? As we're having it on the background, is that Charlie can barely look at him in the eye. Like he's just, it's
intense.
It's intense.
Pretty. You can feel the weight of the moment.
Well played, Dule.
He really pulled it off.
This was his like first big thing.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's stellar.
Yeah,
he's just solid.
And he's only gotten better.
He really has.
And now he's on
that,
the show. Dule, we're giving you mad props, bro. And now he's on the HBO show Ballers, who Richard Schiff is also on there.
Did not.
Two of our favorite people are on the same show.
Warms my heart when the actors from the show are at all reunited again on any sort of anything. It just makes me happy.
I can't wait till we have a Wingin' It reunion with all of them.
The whole cast.
It'd be great.
They're gonna love it so much.
We're just gonna be the lightning rod for all sorts of West Wing joy.
Oh, I did, as we were talking about Charlie and him admitting that he knew. Oh, when he's talking to the president, I do kind of love the moment he has with the president, where the president is like, if you lie about this on any level, he's like, I know you, I don't question your love for me, I don't question your loyalty to me.
It's a bold thing to say.
It is.
Question your love for me.
It really is. And then he said, if you lie about this in any regard, no matter how big or how small, if you lie about this at all, you're out of my life. You're done.
You're finished.
You're finished with me. Yeah. So I just liked that moment where he recognized Charlie knowing it and why Charlie kept it a secret, and also cared about Charlie enough to say, no, you're not going to lie about this.
He was trying to
for me. If the president of the United States is telling him that,
he's trying to guard him with the truth.
So I kind of like that.
Ooh, those were some good moments.
There were some really strong, shorter moments. In this episode, there were quite a few.
Also, I was surprised. I'm just looking back on my notes that there's no attorney-client privilege between Babish and the
because
president.
he's a government lawyer. So government officials, again, could be getting this wrong. Not super brushed up on my legal anything, really. And by brushed up, I mean never have I ever known it. But I don't believe you can have attorney-client privilege if you're a government official, like lawyer with anyone in the higher rankings.
Like, good to know, guys.
Yeah.
Good to freaking know.
Which, his tape recorder on his desk apparently agreed to that. At the beginning of the first episode, he had that tape recorder. Babish had the tape recorder on his desk that would just kept recording all the time. He said it was broken. He couldn't get it to stop.
Oh.
So then when they told him they need to talk to the president said that one line. He hit the tape recorder with the gavel.
I didn't really I don't know what I was paying attention to with that.
Big old gavel.
I was probably taking notes.
Demolished the tape recorder.
Babish. How do you feel about Babish in general?
I don't know if my opinion about Babish is at all swayed by kind of
like
just
Suede?
the character.
S-U-E-A?
Hey, girl.
Is it Philip Suede?
It is cozy suede. No, if it's colored by, gosh, that's a weird one to say too.
I just made a homophone about suede. Suede. It's not a pun, it's a homophone. Sounds like a different word.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway,
yeah, because the actor, Oliver Platt, who's a wonderful actor, I don't tend to always like the roles he's in. I've noticed. Just sort of things that I've watched him in haven't always been my favorite. And so I'm wondering if sort of my opinion about him, about Babish, is kind of colored by by that. Because he's not particularly my favorite.
I'm particularly distracted when the actor's character name and their actual name is the same.
I actually had to look it up and make sure his name was Oliver Platt because I was like, wait, Oliver Platt? Am I just saying that?
No,
it's the same. It's definitely the same.
How did that happen? Aaron, I need to know.
Did they write the part for him and decide to use his name? Was it just so happens we have this part and the guy's name's Oliver and hey, look, you're Oliver Platt.
I don't know.
But he does a really good job. I like the last scene he's in with the president.
In Oliver's words from another episode, this is one of those things. This is not one of those things to which I don't need an answer. I do need an answer.
Yes.
Double negative.
Yes.
Tell me how you got the name Oliver.
I like the last scene he had with the president in the Oval Office where he said he got really firm and he's like, "Bring it on."
Yeah, that's gonna be our new mantra.
That's the new mantra. And he had the president say it when Bartlett said, "Bring it on."
So,
it's on.
He's going with the
game on.
Game on, man. Bring on the subpoenas.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like fun. Okay, well, should we pick an MVP?
Yes.
Who do you think?
Gosh.
Who do you think won this episode?
I mean,
we can start by who didn't win the episode. If you want, if that's helpful.
I for winning the episode, I have a couple, and I know maybe you're going to disagree with one of them. I mean, CJ fought the good fight in this one. She kind of took the bullet. She did the job no one really wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Was frustrated and annoyed by it, but she did it. But I mean, Charlie was kind of great in this episode.
I think he does win it. And if Sally were here, she would pick Charlie.
Yeah, good call, Sally.
Yep. Good call, Sally number 2. That's
just
not
trying
a thing,
to fill the
Joe.
shoes.
I'm sorry, that's not a thing.
No, I think my vote's Charlie.
Okay.
I think he held it together.
Yeah.
I mean, no one had any clue he knew what he knew before.
True. That was a
That's
surprise.
a big thing to.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I watched that episode and finding out that he knew the whole time. I was like, no way. How do you keep that secret?
At least he has Zoe to talk to, whereas
Exactly.
Toby only has his
cat, that bottle of
Leonard-
Glenlivet scotch, that chair in the dark corner.
Oh god.
All fictional things
Love
that
you, Toby.
live in my
He's
mind.
like talking to the pink ball like it's Wilson.
Yes.
Like
It's the original Wilson. Yes.
Wow. I think that's a pretty fully formed theory.
Okay.
Okay, well, I feel like that's a good
Charlie.
recap of Bad Moon Rising. What's next?
Oh.
What's the next
That's a good
episode? It's
question.
The Fall's Gonna Kill You. I think that's what it is.
Yes, you're right.
I don't totally remember what happens, but I know that all of these last couple episodes in season 2 are amazing. So I can't wait. When we
gonna
get
be
to Two
excited.
Cathedrals, I'm just going to be like a puddle on the floor. I'm
Oh,
gonna be
forget it.
Just
It's
an
over.
absolute mess.
It's all over.
But if you guys have thoughts or feelings or things that we missed or things you disagree with or things that you like,
Things that I got wrong. There's probably a few of those.
you can tell us.
Mm-hmm.
We're down for it. You can email us at TheWestWingPodcast@gmail.com. We love reading your emails. And your tweets or your Instagrams or your Facebooks, we're on all of them at Wingin It Pod. Yeah. You know, they only give you a couple characters.
That's true.
All right, well, we'll see you guys for the next episode. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks for having me. It was so fun.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.